stuck standing in line. Alright, once again, my name is Sam. I'll be your tour guide today. With us is our great driver. His name is Steve. Everyone say, "What's up, Steve?" Alright. With us also we have
your favorite name,
today.
right?
You know him from shows like Saturday Night Live, and as a host of The Tonight Show, it's Jimmy Fallon.
Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience. You got the very best guide.
Sam.
And the greatest driver.
Steve. Sam.
I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety.
If you need any assistance during the tour today, like you have a medical emergency, drop something of value on the side of our tram, or you have any sound or video issues, just reach up and pull on the red safety cord, runs down the center of the ceiling of our tram. I will come back to help you out as soon as it's safe to do so. Otherwise, during the entire tour, just please stay seated and keep those arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. There is also no smoking of any kind allowed on the tram today, and we also do not allow the use of selfie sticks. But be prepared. The tour will feature many loud noises, sudden tram movements, fire effects, and water effects. You want those cameras out for all those great photos, but keep an eye on them so they don't get wet or wet. And lastly, one more reminder to please keep those facial coverings on at all times. And yes, that does mean that they cover both your mouth and your nose. So that's it. We make it real easy. So we are getting things started off by making our way down the timeline. You guys can see on both sides of our tram now all these movie posters lining the street. These posters represent just a small handful of the now over 8,000 different movies that we've been making right here since day one. So we first opened our doors then as Universal City way back on March 15th of 1915. We are in our second century of making movies. And when I say Universal City, I mean exactly that. We are our own legitimate town here in California. We have our own zip code, our own sheriff substation, fire station, post office, dry cleaners. There is one thing that our town doesn't have that yours all do, and that's residents. Okay, no one lives here. They just come to work every single day. And we are also a town that's been split into two parts. We have a front lot and a back lot, and we have just rolled into the front lot now. So this area consists mainly of all these giant buildings that we call sound stages. If you look off to your left-hand side, you can see our stage 12 right now, this giant tan building. This is the largest of our 28 working sound stages. That building alone is roughly 30,000 square feet. It is massive. So since it is our largest sound stage, that means that we have used it to film for some of the biggest movies of all time. Take a look at your screens. I'm going to show you just a handful of the iconic sequences that were shot there in stage 12.
Yeah. It's okay.
We have now arrived at stages 16 and 17 are on your left-hand side. The doors are also open. You can peek inside there if you'd like to. They're using those stages to film for the Peacock television series Saved by the Bell. But before Saved by the Bell was in there, a different show occupied those sound stages. That show was called Superstore, starring America Ferrera, Ben Filkman, and Martin McKee.
Have some patience for me.
Yeah, you know, makes us So I know it looks like they probably filmed this in maybe a Walmart or a Kmart, but guys, they didn't. Everything you see, top to bottom, that was built back there in stages 16 and 17. Our second largest sound stage is on your left-hand side now. It's stage 21. A lot of big-time filmmakers love to use this sound stage. Ron Howard turned that into NASA's Mission Control for his movie Apollo 13. And Steven Spielberg filmed multiple scenes in there for Jurassic Park. You guys can remember, there's that scene where the dinosaur sneezes on Alexi when she is sitting in the tree. That was all built there and filmed in our stage 21. And the cluster of sound is off to your right-hand side. Now, this is what we call Sitcom Alley. A lot of your favorite shows of yesteryear filmed inside these movies, shows like The Jeffersons. But they're being used now for some brand new shows. On your right-hand side is Stage 42, and that's being used for the NBC show Mr. Mayor every Thursday, starring Ted Danson and Holly Hunter. We also make shows over here like Good Girl, starring Christina Hendricks, Mae Whitman, and Retta. They actually filmed it on Stage 44, and that's on your right-hand side now. But keep looking off to your right-hand side. You're going to see parked out here in front of Stage 44, we have all of these white trailers. Well, these trailers are the Star Wagons. They serve as dressing rooms and break areas for all of our big movie and TV actors of today. But way back in the golden day of Hollywood, our big-time movie stars weren't using trailers. They used the bungalows you see on your left-hand side. Big-time movie stars like Doris Day, Jimmy Stewart, Rock Hudson, they all have their own private bungalow here as kind of a home away from home. And that was back when they were all contracted actors to just our movie studio. That's how it used to work. Back then, if you worked for Universal, you pretty much only made Universal movies. Alright, guys, we're coming upon that quiet zone now already. That Amazon Prime series is shooting up ahead in our metropolitan sets. You're going to see it here in a couple of moments. It'll be on your left-hand side. We shoot down one of our streets in the metro area, all these big buildings here in front of us. Now, I'm going to hop on the microphone right now, but get your cameras ready. You never know who you're going to see. I'll be with you all again very shortly.